Hey guys, I'm Umang Sojan and I'm back with another video on 80 Wealth Show. And today is 12th January while I'm recording this. So here's this week's magazine newspaper, 80 Wealth, and I'm gonna share insight on few articles that are very interesting. And in this week, there are a lot of articles that are very interesting, and I can share insights upon. So without wasting much time, let's begin. Well, I am not choosing big articles, so this video should be short, but there are lots of articles to discuss upon today, so this video might be long. So let's start with first article. Don't pay attention to the wrong messages. This is the first article that I want to talk about, and here it says COVID related events caught every investor unaware. That does not mean that you should believe or react on every news comes out or every event happens, says Dhirendra Kumar. This is article by Dhirendra Kumar. So it means that everything, some investors in this COVID era are going digital and keep this eye glued on screen, like on any screen, TV, mobile or computer, and keep tracking each and every moment of the market, like where the price is going, every news of the company, and every minute detail that can be tracked. And many investors taking doing that, but it doesn't mean that you should paying attention to the every detail, cause some some movements can give you drastically downward or can make big losses to you. So make sure what move you make, and think about the investments. And investment is not about do, not only about the tracking the market, analysis and all, and price, and you should also check about the companies that are worth investing or not, right? Okay. So, and here in the end also, Dhirendra Kumar says that the wrong action is more damaging than the missed opportunity. So don't run after the every opportunity you see or the people says. The catch the opportunity that you believe and you can see and you can trust upon. So that's for it, first article. And here's some news. Carry KYC even if buying gold of less than rupees 2 lakhs. According to the news reports, gold jewelers are asking for uh, KYC documents, like know your customer documents, that is PAN card, Aadhaar card, for the gold buying even less than rupees 2 lakhs. Cause the jewelers are feared by the government, according to sources, that they are feared by the government in the next budget that's coming to March 21, 21-22. So they are fearing that the government will ask their financial reports and will have to will track their each and every transaction. So they are asking their customers to show their KYC or their documents. And government is also planning to declare gold as an asset class from a precious metal. So this will uh, this will mean that gold is not no longer undisclosed treasure, and it will be a pure and legal investment or holding, luxury holding. So India annually consumes 800 to 850 tons of gold. Here Surendra Mehta says by that they are notifying the dealers in precious metal deal like PMLA. The jewelers who deals in gold, silver, platinum, diamond, and other precious stones have been become reporting entity to Financial Intelligence Unity unit. And he also explained that the jewelers have to report all the suspicious transactions and operation or multiple operations beyond the 10 lakh rupees. So if they have such common practices or suspicious transaction, so cause the customer buys the gold under the 2 lakh rupees under their name or their family member's name. So this can chance the authority to face of arrest and authority to fire if authorities find some anomaly in the transactions. This Surendra Mehta said the National Security Indian Bullion and Jewelers Association. And here is a short article. Tesla rally makes Elon Musk world's richest person. I'm not gonna share more about this cause you know already, and you have already seen articles on Instagram and all. So here I'm saying that the Tesla shares has made its founder and C chairman with the world richest person because investors are looking forward to buy Tesla shares more and more from the last year, and now its value is more than 773 billion, and it makes Tesla the biggest car maker valuation, and its market cap is more than any other car maker in the US or in the world. So 773 billion is more. And Musk has a 20% stake in car maker and about 42 billion dollars unreleased paper gains that he says, the Bloomberg report says. Okay, short. Okay, said. Now here is an interesting article called Wealth Wines, in which money and relationship are mixed up. So in this article here is written, should I pay my parents for my living expenses? Like if I'm living with my parents in my house, so should I pay rent for them, it rent for it to them? uh, so mm, yeah, let's discuss upon it. Like raising a child from birth to an age of earning is a difficult task, and it is the most expensive one of them. So by giving education in the most expensive schools or renowned schools, or and at least giving an education or giving it after marriage, so there's a lot of things that we should take consideration or ask some questions to ourselves and your family members also, your parents also. So what is your earning capacity? Like what is my current earning capacity? If I'm earning right now, or I've started just earning right now, or I've been earning from several years, what is my earning, how much I'm earning, how much. So that's a lot of factors. If my job is or my earning is high paying, I would give some share to the parents. Or if I've started a startup, or I have a low paying job or something, I would rather not give. So it's all upon the situation which you are facing. So here second question is, are you staying away from your parents? If you're staying away from your parents, it's not a big deal to give your uh, it's not like that you should give your parents because you're not living with them or in their house. So if you have taken a job in a different city or different country, you might uh, have a rent expense or personal expenses that might you might have if you can adjust those rent expense and personal expenses, and you are saving more, you should be also looking for your personal investments also. Or if you want, you can give them medical expenses, or provide them uh, money according to their needs. Okay, monthly basis their according to their needs you can give them. So it's not a big deal if you're staying away, and it's not compulsory. See, the article everything this article says it's belong totally belong on to you and your conditions. So next question is, are you single or married? This is the biggest or most important questions you have to face. Are you married or single? If you are married, you have to look after your expenses also, your wife expenses, spouse or spouse and your partner expenses. You have to look if your partner is earning or not. You also, if your partner is earning, you have might still have some leverage to your earning income. Or if your partner is not earning, your partner is also dependent upon you along with your family. And if your partner is earning, you have to discuss with the partner how much amount you can spare from your income for your parents. You have probably you have surely discussed with your partner. So in India, from history or from many years, we have a joint family system, but according to your time, we also doing nuclear family system. So parents are saving their parents are started saving their money or expenses, so they can have a independent life from on their children's. Or but as a children, as a child, we have also responsibility to give some payback. Okay. uh, Fourth question is, what is the financial status of your parents? Like if your parents are well paid off and having a good income, good investments, a good payment, uh, you don't have to feel pressure to contribute to them. But if your parents are not well paid off, you might spare money for them, or help them with the medical expenses and all other things that are home based needs. You can help them with that. And if help them in other ways, it's not only the money you can help with them. There are many other things, like you can have them you can buy them medical expenses, you can pick up their medical expenses, and you can help them with their investments portfolios and also the taxations. There is a many other things that you can look for to help them. So it's not only the part you can contribute to money, but there are many ways to contribute to them. So it's totally upon you. If you want to contribute money, you can, or you want, and it's totally dependent upon you how much money you want to contribute, or how much efforts you put, how much share from your income you give to your parents. So that's for it. The smart things to know about active versus passive investing. So first, number one is, the goal of active investing is to beat market indexes, whereas the goal of passive investing is to get market returns, best market returns. Okay. Second, active investing is a hands-on approach, means there are frequent buy or sell decisions, making most of information flow and price fluctuations, keeping the track of every transaction. And whereas passive investing is about researching, buying and holding the investments for the long term. Third, active investment has higher transaction and research as compared to the passive investment, because active investment has a frequent buy and sell decisions, so it has more and more research than the passive investment. Fourth, active investment can also lead to higher capital gains taxation as compared to passive investing. Fifth, active investing carries higher risk and potential to generate higher returns than passive investing. So here are some career strategies, time tested career strategies. So first number is compete. So can you just become 1% of your craft, or in the field you have chosen? So you have to thrive for the competitive to become the winner. So you can take the biggest or most of these it's credit and all. So until and you can do it until and unless your skill or job has the value in the market. So next is income. So why you should have only one source of income? So your strategy is not to maximize and protect against income losses by creating multiple income sources. So what you can do is you can create your hobby into a side business or in coaching classes in the weekends, so you can have another source of income, or using your current personal time to build an additional source of income. So in the when you hit the biggest stroke in your income financial life, so you can have support through the additional sources you have built. uh, Third, time. Either you have to value your time over money, or your personal commitment take over priority over your career. Your career strategy is to protect your personal time and learn something from it as much as you can, so you can build a you can understand your long-term income while taking a hit. Your long-term income will take a hit if you value your personal time now. So self-employment, temporary projects, part-time work and profession which do not change rapidly are your choices, and doing the things which you love is the way you value your time. Vocation. uh, Vocation means you do not like the rat race, the same 9 to 5 job and going and the same thing. So you don't like, but you also are afraid to the society based opinions that will judge you. You should do not do this and that, you should do this or now, and the uh, fixed bias mind yet that you should be earning this much rupees at this age, and you should get married by 25 and all that. So if you want to be a writer, go and pursue the writing literature. Learn about writing, how to write, the things you get to know. Or if you are a gardener and you love to grow flowers, and do the things you love. Don't care about the society what just they think. And fifth is knowledge, irrespective of which path you choose. Constant learning is parallel strategy which will pay you tremendous dividends in the life. And uh, it doesn't matter you study in a structured courses or universities, or and take online course, or learn from cheaply sources like you watch videos on YouTube to learn something new, or watch some Instagram videos, IGTV video, to get some new online education in a very cheaply form, or high paid some courses, highly paid some paid courses. So it is a very easily accessible knowledge. So you can take read books every day, take courses, or teach every day. By teaching and by sharing your knowledge, it will also help others. And this knowledge, by compounding effect of the gaining and sharing your knowledge, will extend pay off in the long term. So that's all for this video, guys, and hope you like this video. Share your valuable comments so I can improve and deliver more value to you. And tell which facts or which article you love the most, or which advice from the ETWell do you love the most and learn from most. Hope you learn from this, guys, and see you next week. Till the time, you check out my previous videos and check me out on social medias at US personal US underscore PERSONAL. Bye bye.